So we are live. Welcome, Ameria Momo, and I'm so happy to have you as my guest tonight. And looking forward to this topic. And a lot of people in our audience is already excited about this. So, not any delay further. Welcome, and please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much, Ranjin. I'm so happy to be on this show today. My name's Amelia Momo Masiko. I'm from Uganda in East Africa. I'm
Yeah.
an entrepreneur. I'm a seasoned microfinance specialist. And
Okay.
now I'm into mentoring and coaching. And for
Mm-hmm.
the last 3 years, I've been into writing books. I'm on
Wow.
my third book now. The first one was Coping with the Identity Crisis. I think you can
Yeah.
see it.
Wow.
That
This
is
is so
my first
beautiful.
book. And
Very beautiful.
it's about my life story and all the challenges I've overcome. Now I'm trying to go into retirement. And
Mm-hmm.
so my hobby is creating vibrant places. I love gardening. So I'm so much into gardening,
Mm-hmm.
and I've specialized in growing orchids. I get them from Thailand. I think you can see from behind the
Yeah.
orchid. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So
Beautiful.
I help many people to grow orchids. I give them advice. I'm now like an expert in orchid gardening.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you have so many hats. You're an author, you're an entrepreneur, gardener, a seasoned one,
Yes.
specialist. So the topic, see, I've been no, I would say I've been following this in my life also personally for a long time, and a decade long into entrepreneurship. So no, looking discovering yourself every day is one thing that we do, and aligning ourselves with our passion and purpose is what is like no a regular routine in our life. But having said that, I want to ask you, like, why, from being an entrepreneur, you moved into this topic of, discovering purpose. What inspired you?
Okay, what inspired me? My childhood was a turbulent childhood.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up, my journey was like, through thorns and roses, It was a very difficult childhood. Okay, what I need to say is like how I was born. I had so many questions about me while growing up, and sometimes they pop in. Every day today we are being challenged by situations, and when you are challenged, then you start questioning your identity. You are like, who am I now? Like for me, as I was growing up, I was born in a multicolor setup. My mother and father were all both mixed blood. My mother's father was Afghanistan and the
Okay.
mother was Ugandan. Then
Okay.
the father was Indian and the mother was Ugandan.
Okay.
So, that identity. You are not Indian, you are not Ugandan, you are mixed. You are
Yeah.
confused. You are asking yourself, who am I? And then my father changed his religion to marry
Mm-hmm.
my mother because my mother was Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that confusion of what religion to follow because I moved from schools. In my childhood, the first
Mm.
school I went to was predominantly Indian.
Okay.
So there, I also did not belong there. My father moved us and took us to a Muslim school.
Hmm.
There also, because they were not so much strict in Islam, I got
Yeah.
confused. So we couldn't cope there. Then I
Mm-hmm.
went to another African Christian school. So
Mm-hmm.
now you can imagine. that crisis. You are
Hmm.
moving from one school to another, one religion to another religion. So you don't know what to believe in, you don't know what is good for you.
Hmm.
And that time, I was born in 1958, so the women were highly marginalized. Women
Okay.
didn't have a say. The girls, now the contemporary, my contemporary cousins, they
Hmm.
were married off at 15 years. So I was
Okay.
questioning myself, huh? Why was I born like this? Why was, you don't know who you want to be. You don't know what you are going to become. And the setup, you are being bullied,
Hmm.
you find you are confused, eh? You are
Hmm.
questioning your identity. And like Maya, I followed up Maya later in my old years. Maya Angelo, he says the real difficulty is to
Hmm.
overcome how you think about yourself. So that is why I went into this topic, how I overcame myself, how I coped, and how I managed to find my purpose. So that is a brief about your question.
Wow, this is
I
so
don't know if
so
you
powerful.
expected something more.
No, no, no. This is perfect place to start because you could clearly mention the crisis behind the identity and the inspiration that Maya gave you to really, cope up and really discover, look in, not to
Mm,
just be lost in the chaos, but to
mm,
find yourself and find
yeah.
peace with, who you really are. That's so beautiful. So, having said that, how do you define purpose and why is it so critical to overcoming an identity crisis? So, I could understand your chaos, but to the significance or maybe defining purpose, how would you do that?
So, with all that chaos around me,
Hmm.
I had to find the purpose. And I found my purpose later in
Hmm.
life, because when I was growing up, I didn't know whom I wanted to become. You are following just the
Yeah.
majority. You are seeing people are reading this, they are doing this, so you also, one day you want to become this, another day you want to become this, and you even don't know why you want to become that, because that time our trainings were
Hmm.
not so much focused into guiding us in
Hmm.
career. Then they would not identify your abilities to guide you properly, so it was up to you to make
Hmm.
a decision on whom you want to become and how you find your purpose. But like everybody is confused. They don't know why they are here on this earth.
Yes.
Every day, the life is changing and people are getting different ideas on why they are here. So, in brief, that question has two underlyings. There is purpose, and then there is how to manage the identity crisis
Hmm.
using the purpose. So,
Yes.
purpose is understanding why you exist, it's having a clear direction, a
Hmm.
meaning, and significance in your life. It's
Yes.
about identifying your values,
Hmm.
your passions, your long term goals. And you see, this is such a complicated, complex situation. So you need to understand all those terminologies. We are talking about values. We are talking
Hmm.
about long term. We are talking about passion.
Hmm.
So it is understanding all those and how to align them with the actions and decisions which you make. Aligning those three, and it is a sense of the sense of purpose that gives you
Hmm.
meaning and direction and fulfilling. If you don't have purpose,
Hmm.
then you don't have meaning. You don't know why you are here. You will meander in life. You are jumping from one area to another. You are not fulfilled. You are not happy because you
True.
don't know why you are here on this earth. And
Hmm.
I like so much to use this example of the Japanese, the
Hmm.
ikigai.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
ikigai, the ikigai, the where all these interconnect, that is your purpose.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
need to have to have passion, what you
Mhm.
love to do. You
Yes.
need to have a mission. Why are you here on this earth? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Then
Mm.
you need to know what the world needs.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you know, you need to know what you want, but you also need to know what the world needs from you, so that you
True.
can align together. You could be wanting something and yet the world doesn't need that. So you need to know what the world needs. Then you also need to know what you are good at, and that's the abilities, the skills. And
Mm-hmm.
then also passion, I mean purpose. Most of the time, we don't focus on money, but
Hmm.
we expect to be paid from what we are doing. So
Yes.
when you merge all these circles, then
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, you impact the world,
Mm-hmm.
you achieve your vision and mission, and then
Mm-hmm.
you also earn from your passion. Like now in
Wonderful.
my retirement, my
Mm-hmm.
passion is creating beautiful spaces. So I'm
Wow.
earning from that one. When I bring the plants, the orchids, I keep for some for myself, and then I sell. Then when somebody invites me to go and help them, I also charge a
Yes.
consultation fee. So don't put money as a forefront, because when you think about making money, then your purpose will be derailed. That's when you see people are moving from one career to another because they are not fulfilled.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They want to make money, and when they reach there, they find that's not what they wanted to do. You have seen some people,
Yes.
somebody trained as a doctor,
Hmm.
then after graduating, says, this is not my area. I don't want to be a doctor. You find they are not having aligned to their passion. It's no longer their passion. It's not
Hmm.
even their purpose anymore. So
Hmm.
you find the doctor, after training all those years, you move out and you are becoming a politician or a businessman.
Hmm.
So, which is also good, but we
Hmm.
want to help people before they make confusion in their lives. They need to know what is really, why are they here, and what do they want to, how do they want to see this world.
Wonderful. So you have
Yeah.
clearly
uh,
explained about the idea of the importance of finding the purpose, and
mm.
this reminded me of my son once. He asked me when he was barely 7 years old. He asked me with a lot of no heavy heart. He asked me, well, when we were sleeping in the night, like, mom, when we are going to die one day, then why the hell we are born? So you know
So he's like confused. He doesn't know why he's here on earth if he's
so
going to die.
he's like, he knows that like we will grow up one day and we will die, and then so why we are born. So I made him understand that you're here for a reason, you're here for a purpose, you're a
Yes.
secret agent of God. Because he's a young
Mm.
boy, I can't make him understand all of that ikigai, we all know. So I said, you're a secret agent of God and you're here for, and the only mission you have is to find that why you're here for, and just follow that and fulfill it. So I think since then he's little settled, but though it looks so simple, but it's not easy. It's an everyday thing that we need to put in to align
Yeah.
ourselves.
It's every day until when we go to rest. Every day we shall be
Yeah.
questioning ourselves. And also that sense of identity crisis will keep popping up because we are in different situations. And this identity crisis is when you start questioning yourself, who you are, what do you want to become, what are your values, are you significant? When you are not making any significance in the world, then you start questioning yourself. maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I
Yeah.
was not meant to be like this. So the
Mm.
identity crisis will always feature in everyone's life. You
Yes.
find maybe you have failed in school, you've not
Mm.
made it, and your peers have progressed. So you question yourself. So it's up to you to
Mm.
reevaluate and then find out your strengths. What are you good at? And improve on your skills. You'll find the fulfillment and self-esteem when you find your purpose. And in
Perfect.
order to find
Absolutely.
that purpose, you also need to have skills, you need to have passion, and that means you need to grow. You need to
Yes.
improve on yourself. You need
So having
also
said, yeah,
networks. Mm.
yeah. So having said that, Momo, I want to ask you, how does mentorship and community help somebody, thrive beyond their identity crisis?
The the community and the purpose helps when you know your purpose. You get to know why you are here, why you
Yes.
are on this earth.
Yes.
So mentorship
Mm-hmm.
helps you when you get now, like if I get you Ranjin as my mentor,
Hmm.
you will guide me, you'll give me support, you'll encourage me. And
Hmm.
especially during that challenging time when I'm finding confusion, I don't know what I'm supposed to be accomplishing. I don't know whom am I supposed to become. So if
Hmm.
I get a
Hmm.
mentor already has gone through all these challenges.
Yes.
So you
Definitely.
know the experiences, you know the actions, the decisions, the activities you did to get out of that confusion, and also how to find your purpose. So if you get a mentor, the
Hmm.
mentor is there to guide you and
Hmm.
support you to find your purpose and also encourage you. And
Hmm.
especially those moments when you are not sure of
Hmm.
what you want to become or how to get it. Then also mentors bring to you new experiences which you haven't encountered. Now, my experience are not the same experience with me, Ranjin. What you have gone through is not what I've gone through. So if we are mentoring people, you have your own experience, I have my own experience. I have my own insights, you also have an insight. The books you have read are not the books I've read. So we
Yeah.
have totally different perceptions about the
Yes.
world. Hmm?
Hmm.
And then we help these perceptions, will
Hmm.
help the person
Hmm.
understand beyond their current situation. And then, of course, the mentor will help you set
Hmm.
realistic goals
Yeah.
and
Wonderful.
also give you a plan on
Hmm.
how to achieve those goals.
Yes.
Because you alone you might find it difficult to set
Yes.
goals, also work out a plan. Because even me, as I'm a mentor, I also ask for mentorship elsewhere because I don't know everything. So I
Yes.
also have mentors who help me achieve what I want to do. And then, of course, the community and the mentor, because
Hmm.
we keep reporting to them, we keep consulting, then there's that aspect of accountability. You are
Hmm.
accountable and you are motivated. So it helps you to remain focused.
Hmm. Yes.
By the way, I want to believe that my mentee can also become my mentor in the
Yes.
process. It's not a one way journey. So maybe my mentee has some aspects which I don't understand. So he or she can help me understand. And then, of course, the community helps you to have
Hmm.
that sense of belonging and
Yeah.
identity. You
Hmm.
feel you are not isolated, you feel
Yes.
you belong, you feel you are appreciated. Then it reduces on the identity crisis. And of
Yes.
course, The community, you'll find there are some negative aspects. People will try to bring you down. So you use the 80-20 rule. Go for those who are aligning with you. You ignore those other noises. But also, you can say, maybe let me reflect on this negative noise. What is it communicating to me? Maybe you're not doing it right. So the
Hmm.
negative communication can help you also align your purpose, and you also become effective. Then there's also the shared experiences. Then the community can help you in times of stress, in times of joy. They can come and celebrate with you.
Hmm.
When you lose a family member,
Hmm.
or when you lose your job, the community can come up and help you. And of course, purpose and identity crisis, when it is managed, then your mental and social physical well-being is perfect,
Taken
becomes
care.
okay. You become fulfilled in those areas. Even finance will come by when you have achieved all that. So mentoring helps individuals navigate beyond the identity crisis.
So, Momo, I want to know, like, having you have mentored people, helping them identify their purpose, or maybe cope up with the crisis that they're going through. So, what are the
Mm.
common patterns you have seen? You know, when it comes to reinventing themselves. So, if you
The
could share
common
some.
patterns, I want to give an example. I want to share an experience where I mentored someone. There is a young guy who was brought to me.
Mm-hmm.
He was at the age of 15 years. The mother had died,
Okay.
and so he could not go on with the schooling. He could not pursue further education. So
Hmm.
he was brought to me to work for me as a cleaner in my office.
Okay.
So, of course, we gave him the duty roles of a cleaner, and
Hmm.
he started maintaining our office, cleaning and then making tea. You send him messenger here and there. So, with time, he picked interest in learning the computer.
Okay.
So, we allowed him to learn the computer.
Hmm.
And then he was attending my mentorship trainings. Whenever I would have trainings for young people, he would also attend the workshops. So he
Wonderful.
picked interest, he learned the computer, he learned driving by himself. Then he learned now how to credit the ledger cards, because we
Hmm.
were doing micro loans. So he would
Okay.
know how to, he would even go and bank the money which the clients have deposited.
Yeah.
So with time, I would give him soft loan from
Hmm.
the office, and then I would deduct it from his salary. He bought a piece of land, he
Hmm.
built a house, moved in the house, built another one, rented it. He's now earning salary, and he got a job elsewhere because as he progressed, he moved away from me. So I
Wow.
really, those are the steps which we are saying. Mentorship helps you learn. It
Hmm.
helps you understand how to achieve goals. It helps you uh, focus. Hmm? And of course, you can imagine he had that crisis. No mother, he has not gone far in school. He has dropped out. So you can imagine he's not, the self-esteem is so low. Hmm?
Yeah.
So
So
this,
beautiful.
These patterns, you find somebody becomes motivated,
Hmm.
someone becomes focused,
Hmm.
then there is growth, learning. Uh, when I lost my job, I was 36 years.
Hmm.
I had only a degree in political science, and I hadn't excelled to high top management levels. So getting another job was difficult. And employing women, people shun women because they say they are going to get pregnant, get children. You get
Take
it.
lot of leaves.
So I got a mentor
Hmm.
who took me through. My mentor, I call him my guardian angel. He's called Henry Bagazonza. He's now with the World Bank in Washington.
Hmm.
He was in microfinance. So he mentored me. And how did I grow? Of course, I went for a master's in finance because I was now in finance. So you can
Yeah.
see how mentorship helps somebody to develop from one stage to another.
Wonderful. So thank you
You
for
get
sharing this amazing story of your student as well as you. Like you have
mm,
always, the steps that you have shared is about, being focused, being motivated towards a better life that is waiting
mm,
for you,
mm,
and being
mm, mm.
committed to invest not just your time, money, and effort, and find the people who can support you through the journey. Right. So, Momo, I want to ask
And
you, like,
then also,
Mhm.
when you have been mentored, the patterns are people who have mentors, they participate a lot in community activities. They
Hmm.
impact their communities a lot.
Yes. And those who are listening to this conversation live or on a replay, definitely people are inspired by what you have shared and motivated by the tips that you have given. What will be your message for the audience who is listening, wherever they are, where they are, whichever part of their life? What message you have to share with them?
Okay, my message, Ranjini, I
Yes.
want to inspire people through my messages. I want to give hope that I could make it. I could
Mm-hmm.
become a better person. I've impacted so many people, either mentorship or just a piece of information. You have seen me, I'm active on social medias, I'm sending devotions every day. And
Yes.
my sincere hope is that people will learn from me and others so that they can become better, so that they can find their purpose, so that they
Wow.
can create a beautiful world, a peaceful world. People who are purposeful and people who are focused, we don't cause chaos in the world. We want a more
Yes.
organized and peaceful world. We don't engage in wars, we don't engage in what. We want to see people happy. We want to see
Yes.
people evolve. We want to see people using their talents,
Yeah. And we
creating
walk.
new things,
Yeah.
innovating,
Yes.
and the people who are self confident. And of
Yes.
course, leaving a better young generation who will use us as their role models.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Mm,
And this is so, so inspiring. And yes, I completely agree with you. We are the not chaos, community. We love people, we love peace, and we want good things for everyone. Thank you so
mm.
much for sharing that. And Momo, where
Thank you
can we
so
find
much,
you on social
Ranjin.
media? Yeah. Where can we find you on social media so that people can connect with you?
I'm on Instagram and I
Okay.
have my WhatsApp channel.
Wow.
Maybe I can share this.
Wow. Beautiful. So you have a WhatsApp channel by the same name and
My
Instagram.
WhatsApp channel now is Coping with identity crisis, one day
Mhm.
at a time.
Beautiful. Lovely. So I will
And
be
then I'm
sharing.
also on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Wow. So we'll
Mm.
be sharing the links and details in the comment section of this live, so that people can join you and learn from you and grow and live their best life and be happy, right?
Yes, and I'm looking forward to you mentoring me
Thank
to
you.
become a better version of Ranjin.
That's so cute and so beautiful of you. Like, loved it. So I completely thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, and thankfully we didn't have any technical glitches because this has been a past experience for me, but loved it, and looking forward to having more conversations with you. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much for trusting me and for giving me this opportunity to talk about identity crisis. It's a serious monster. People are struggling a lot with their identity. And
True.
actually, some people give up hope and they commit suicide.
Yeah.
And others are so much on drugs and alcohol because they are confused. They don't know who they want to become. And
Yes.
yet, just with the mentoring and guidance, they can make it and become better people.
Yes, yes. We are living role models. We are here to help you live a better life. And thank you, Martin. You are at the background. We can see you, though people at the those who are watching us can't see you. So thank you for being there from the start. And I really love the enthusiasm you bring to encourage us have this conversation. So thank you, Momo. Thank you, Martin, and all the other people who are there. I can't see them
Uh,
for being there. Yes,
I
any
want
other?
to thank Martin officially. He's been encouraging me on my WhatsApp.
Mm-hmm.
He side chats me and gives me those words of hope. Thank you, Martin. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that encouragement.
So let me have him on the stage for a few moments. So here is Martin for those who are really thinking we are talking to which person. So all the people can see you. So any closing words, Martin? We are no, we will be.
I just have to say that I look at Momo as a muse of mine. She is having this calendar that I follow daily, and she's very inspiring. You know,
That's
a mentor is not somebody you agree with always, but it's someone that gives you new perspective and challenge you, and helps you kind of see things in a good way. So thank you for that, Momo, and thank you, Ranjini, and for this very enlightening podcast. Thank you.
Yeah. And congratulations for the award that I'm waiting for the next interview topic. I look forward that you win this. And thank you, Momo, for giving this amazing insight and inspiration, and keep inspiring, people around you and on social media. Thank you. Thank you, Martin. Take
Thank
care,
you.
guys.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye. Bye. Huh?